All right, this is my south garden and really fun. All right, so you can see if we look across here, this one has gone all the way up the top, and then these have actually terminated. So there's a flower, you can see it right there. So it went up, the flowers are in the nodes, and then it terminated right here. So I'm terminating about 6 feet high with pretty much all of them. They're almost all there. This one's just a little bit head and flowering. That one, I see the termination point, but it's like 8 feet high. Yeah. So on the right is Scarlet Runner. Highly recommend that. Beautiful and productive in cooler weather. And then Christmas Lima is the left, and that's already starting to flower a little bit. Had some damage, so it's catching up. On the bottom here, we have bush beans, and you'll notice the left is really bushy and green, and the right isn't bushy at all. There's a lot of space. The left was just planted, dry bean planted in the soil. The right was soaked for 24 hours. At this point, I'm recommending not to soak based on this experiment, but try your own. It's really easy to try. So do it your way. Put them side by side. All right, we have our potatoes here, and these look like they're dying down. My wife kind of dug in. She's not seeing too much potatoes, so we'll see. Again, new bed, so it's not great. And then this one's turning yellow. The onions are struggling. I bought a set. I probably won't. I'll probably try seeds next year. I kind of alternate. But some of them are doing all right. Right here. You just don't know if you get long, intermediate, or short day onions, and I really need short day onions. This one's fun. This is kind of all the rejects. So reject corn, extra potatoes that grew on their own. So they're just doing their thing. If they all get eaten by pests, I don't really care. So it's really bonus. We have these nice onions going to flower. Here's the peppers. My wife has been talking about how they're not doing well. Yeah, I might start some peppers in pots just because they're not coming back very well. It's really bad soil. Flower bed's doing great. Again, calendulas, just continuous. Coreopsis are starting to end their blooming season, decreasing a little. It doesn't look like it, but they are. And then you can see the cosmos has just begun. Looking forward to that season. That's always really good. I've got a African cabbage going here, cover crop seed, so it's not a cabbage. That's really good. Keeping that around. Yeah, and then I took everything out of this bed. I crunched over the fava stalks to just cover the ground a bit. So I think I'll probably crunch over more of my stuff instead of harvesting. It's a lot of work to cut out all that, but if I can just crimp it down and lay it down as like anchored mulch, that works great. I used it in another bed, but all right. These peppers aren't looking good. I think these might be clogged at the ends since this is farther down the line. Got to check it out. Onions I planted are looking good. This guy's struggling. I'm gonna zoom in on the eggplant. Get an idea of where it is today. Here's my hand for reference. And these guys are doing okay. Bad dirt, so mostly filming weeds. The hatch pepper's just gone for it almost all winter. So yeah, really happy with that. And then my favorite perennial, lavender, looking beautiful with continuous blooms, never stops blooming. Random cauliflower from the bed that I put under. Harvested all the wheat and the straw. You can see here's the straw. So here I have Oaxacan green. It's coming along. It's looking slightly yellow. I'll probably fertilize it. New bed, so the compost is just sucking a little extra nitrogen out. I use cheaper compost. And then I have Hopi Blue from San Diego Seeds here. Oh, this is from Barton Springs Mill. It ended up working really well. So Barton Springs Mill, you can get a lot of seeds. I'd really recommend it. That was the best corn I've seen all year. And then so Hopi Blue from San Diego Seeds, and then Barton Mill had a Hopi Blue, but that didn't germinate well at all. So I wouldn't recommend trying that specific one. And the next bed, we have glass gem. So you see, it's about 2 weeks older, so it's a bit bigger. Again, getting some mulch down. So glass gem's doing well. And you can see I put some beans right here, and they ended up being a really good thing because you can see the bottom is yellow. So it told me when there was a nitrogen deficiency, even though this was green. So the beans ended up being like an indicator. So I recommend putting beans near your corn, like in the corners or middle, so you can see how the nutrients are doing. You can see this one's really yellow. Right next to it, stunted yellow corn. So really good indicator. And then this side is actually doing a little better. It is Bloody Butcher corn from Baker Creek. And yeah, it's looking really good. It's looking a little bit better than the glass gem at this point. But I'm not sure as to why. You can see there's an effect going on where this corn is really short. This is taller and this is tallish. So something's up with this back. It could be because there's no mulch on this side, so there's less water, and there's mulch on this side. So yeah, that's what I got.